Hybrids are generally thought of as being quiet to drive, cheap to tax and good for the environment. In fact, pretty much everything you want from a car around the city. So why aren't we all driving them? Well, they've also, up until now, been thought of as being a bit pricey. Not this one though. The Toyota Yaris Hybrid costs from a shade under £15,000, which is about as much as the equivalent diesel Super Mini. But we want to know what it's like to live with one. So we've got 3 What Car readers here today who are going to take one away for a week and then let us know what they think.
Well, I think it's the swishiest car I've ever seen, really. It's got Bluetooth and I can plug in my iPod. They just look a bit plasticky in places, I would say. I'll mainly be using it in the week for city driving and going to various shopping centres. But this weekend I'll be taking it down to Eastbourne, down to the coast.
One of the main things I'm looking forward to trying out over the following week is the touch and go system. Want to see how the Bluetooth connection with the phone works, and also the sat-nav system. Being a current owner of a Prius, I'm looking forward to the same type of quiet running as I have with that car, backwards and forwards to work, my usual route, just to get a feel of how it compares to my current car.
I'm quite impressed. It looks pretty sleek when you first see it. The front end is nicely modified from the earlier Yarises, and it's quite comfortable inside, and it seems a little bit bigger inside. I think the cabin size is a little tiny bit bigger. We're going to take a couple of trips out over the weekend. I've got to take my daughter up to Heathrow Airport at about 4 o'clock next Thursday, so that'll be a nice trip for it.
Really enjoyed it. Then we went away for the weekend and I've been driving around and little bits of city driving in between, really. So I mean, all the gadgetry, for one thing, is a huge step up. I really like this built-in sat-nav system, actually. It's very easy to use. It was very easy to program. And I also like the voice of the woman who speaks.
Prepared to bear left after 200 yards.
I think it fits in very well. I currently drive a Toyota Yaris because that fits in, whereas a hybrid version would be better in a way because you consume less fuel, and I could actually take it into the congestion charge zone. But in London, where space is a premium, I think that could be a disadvantage, having it a bit bigger and wider.
Probably 3 or 4 little criticisms. First of all, the suspension. I mean, it's quite noisy and it does respond quite a lot to drains and minor bumps in the road. Yeah, the interior trim, it's just a small point, but if you're paying £17,000 for, a top-end model, I would expect the trim to be a little bit more special than it is. Just looks a bit like a cheap plastic. Yeah, it's the colour and the quality. It gets grubby along here. But the dashboard is great. I like the blue backlights, and ergonomically inside it's really sound. Everything is intuitive, and because it's automatic in traffic, it's ideal. And combined with the fuel economy, overall, it's a really good package they've put together, and it's very difficult to be too critical about it. And if I was retiring and not teaching anymore, then I probably would seriously consider buying one.
It went very well. I was very impressed with the car, by the actual pace and the quietness of the hybrid system. I have a Prius and I'm used to the actual concept of how the thing works. In the end, I found that this actually is quieter than my Prius. We're cruising along just below 30 miles an hour, and you probably just all you can probably hear is the ambient noise from the road. Sat-nav, the actual mapping was extremely accurate, and I was very impressed. Adding the address was a little bit difficult, but once I got the hang of it after 4 attempts, I managed to put in the destination and off we went. I'm certainly sold onto the hybrid concept, having proved that how it works well for my type of commute. And I don't think either a diesel all a normal petrol car could match the economy and the running costs of a hybrid system. So a car the size of this Yaris would be more than adequate for my everyday needs.
So that's 3 different readers from 3 quite different scenarios, but all with one largely similar verdict. There are a couple of areas they feel that the Yaris could do a bit better, that interior for example, but overall the hybrid system slotted in quite nicely to the small Toyota. For our road testers' view on the Toyota Yaris Hybrid, take a look at whatcar.com.